Hello my sweeties and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Celise and welcome to my spooky little family. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 10 best horror hidden gems. Let's get into it. I just got bangs and I'm not really sure how to handle them and they keep falling in my face. So if I keep on doing this, I'm really sorry, but nobody come for me, okay? Cool. So today's list, we are going to start off with number 1, Stage Fright. This is a film from 2014, which is directed by Jerome Sable. This is a film that I wasn't sure I would like. I actually ended up watching this with my best friend Melissa, and it's basically like a really, really fun horror movie. It's about a musical camp that's terrorized by this bloodthirsty killer who hates musical theater. And the songs in it are really fun and really cool. And when you find out who the killer is, girl, the man is fine. That's all I have to say. The man is fine. Number 2 is going to be Basket Case. If you haven't seen my review on Basket Case that actually went up just a few days ago, you should definitely check it out. Basket Case, if you don't already know, is a film directed by Frank Henenlotter, and this was made in 1982. This movie is a lot of fun. It's basically a creature feature. It's about this man named Dwayne, and he's carrying around this big basket. Everybody has no idea what's in the basket, and when you find out who is in the basket and the whole backstory, you are shook. Also, it is funny, disturbing, weird, it's gritty, it's dirty, it is cheap, nasty, and a whole lot of fun. These bangs, Lord, girl. Number 3 on this list is going to be Possession. This movie is from 1981, and it is directed by Andrzej Zulawski. This is a really bizarre possession film that I can't say is for everyone. It is very unique, and for me personally, it hit me different. I think if you're a woman and you watch this, it is gonna hit you in a weird way. It made me feel weird for a couple days after, and I wasn't entirely sure why. Basically, this film is about a woman who leaves her family for unknown reasons, and her husband begins to follow her to find out why. He assumes that she's just having an affair with another man, but when he finds out what's actually happening, it is terrifying. And just, I have to say, the woman in the leading role, Lord, she gave everything. The moment you see her get possessed, which actually happens in public, which is really, really weird. It's just a really strange movie. It has great performances throughout. And I honestly think that this one is pretty underrated. I know it is popular, but I feel like this movie's not talked about enough, which is why I added it to this list. Number 4, we have Coherence. This is from 2013, and this film is directed by James Ward Bierkit. This film is more on the sci-fi side than it is horror, but I think that it's really engaging and really intense, and I think it is not talked about enough. It is made on a very low budget. The actors are all amazing, and the intensity is there throughout the whole film. You are not bored at all throughout it. It is just such a fun ride. It is about 8 friends at a dinner party that experience a troubling chain of reality-bending events, and everybody is really confused. Throughout it, you kind of have no idea what the hell is going on, and I like that. We're just as confused as all the friends at the party. Again, just a really fun movie that was written with a bunch of people who were really close together in real life, and they just wrote this thing and they banged it out in 2 weeks, and just a lot of love went into this movie, and you can feel that. Number 5 is going to be The Cleaning Lady. This is from 2018, and this is directed by John Knotts. I am sure if you've been on my channel for a while now, you guys know I love The Cleaning Lady so much. I loved everything about Shelley. I love this film. I'll recommend it honestly to anyone who hasn't seen it yet. I think this movie is so fun. This one is about a love-addicted woman who befriends her cleaning lady as a way to distract herself from her affair. She has no clue what this woman is capable of, and she has no idea what the scars on this woman's face has to do with who she is. Honestly, the ending of that movie I think was brilliant. So if you like a good slow burn horror, kind of gory thriller, this is for you. Number 6, we have a really, really fun one. This is Der Fan, also known as The Fan. This film is from 1982 and it is directed by Eckhard Schmidt. This film actually really surprised me because I didn't think I would like it for some reason. I don't know. I love obsession stalker films, but I really wasn't sure just based on like seeing a little clip of it if I would really like it. But this one surprised me. It surprised me where it went because it kind of starts off weird but slow and you don't really know what's gonna happen. And I have to be honest, I did not see the ending for this film coming. This follows a young woman named Simone who is obsessed with this pop star, and she is convinced that her and him are in love and they are meant to be together. So she ends up leaving to go meet him, and she is determined to make sure they fall in love. And when they meet, shit hits the fan really quick. Number 7 is, to no surprise, one of my favorite movies ever, Alice, Sweet Alice. This is from 1976 and is directed by Alfred Sole. This film to me, again, is an underrated gem. I just feel like it's a fun slasher movie. Basically, this one is about little girls going crazy and murdering people, and it's just bizarre and weird, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's from the 70s, so, you know, don't expect it to be too insane, but it is a lot of fun. Some of the acting is really over the top, which I really, really enjoy. So if that's something that interests you, there's that. Number 8 is going to be Lisa. This is from 1990 and it is directed by Gary Sherman. Now this one is a stalker movie. This one is a stalker thriller movie. I feel like it has horror elements, but I'm not sure if it's really considered a horror movie. But if you're more into like a stalker mystery type of thriller, this one is for you. So if you're not looking for like a slasher or anything too bloody and gory, this would be a great choice. This movie actually really shocked me, but this movie is, I don't know what it is, but I just love it. I love everything about the character Lisa. I love that it kind of looks like a higher end Lifetime movie. I don't know. I really, really love it. And for some reason, this is a movie I can put on and just feel like comfortable. Also, a cool thing about this film is the serial killer in this is actually loosely based on the Night Stalker. But basically, Lisa is a young, curious girl. She wants to be a lot like her mom, and she actually knows how to sound like her mom. Like, she knows how to talk like her mom, and she's a young girl and she just wants boys' attention. And basically she ends up seeing this man and she becomes interested in him, so she starts talking to him over the phone, but he has no idea she's a child. She is acting like she's older. It's really weird and uncomfortable, but this is a really, really great one. So if that's something that interests you, there is that. Number 9 is going to be Alexandra's Project. This is a film from 2003 and it is directed by Rolf de Heer. This one is also more on the thriller side, but I consider this film pretty disturbing and very depressing. This is a movie that I think is a really good watch specifically for women. I think it's kind of satisfying and it just proves further that men are trash. But I don't want to give too much away, but I think there's some really, really powerful moments for our lead actress in this film. Number 10, we have one of my favorite movies of all time. It is The Last Circus, which is from 2010. Also known in Spanish as Balada Triste de Trompeta. This is directed by Alex de la Iglesia. This is so much fun. This movie is about a sadistic, crazy, sad clown shit gets crazy. It takes place in Spain. It's like, I believe it's around the time of the Civil War, and things get really crazy at this circus, and you see everybody's story, and everybody's story is pretty depressing, but then there's also a lot of humor in this. There's a lot of craziness. There's a lot of cool clowns, and it's just a fun movie. There's also an incredible song in this movie. If you want a horror movie that has a lot of action and a lot of comedy, this is for you. I think that you'll really like this. This movie to me is a masterpiece. It is just good in every single regard. Before I end the video, an honorable mention I actually have to add to this list. I don't want to be too repetitive on my channel, but an honorable mention would have to be Starry Eyes from 2014, starring Alex Esso. I did a whole review on that film, but if you haven't seen it, that one is so good. A really interesting take on the Hollywood elite and what it's like to be a struggling actress in a huge city, which is something I can really, really relate to. Again, I'm like a broken record, but that movie to me, it hit me really different, and I think it's a really fun, witchy movie. I think that movie is severely underrated, so if you haven't watched it, definitely give that one a go. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!